Hello and welcome. I am Ashmanix, and there's been a slight change in the normally scheduled broadcasts today. Instead of the usual, I'm playing some Paranormasight today instead. And this is because Kuxel, my beautiful co-host, is not able to attend today. So I thought I would try something different. I didn't want to carry on, without Kuxel, I promise I'll try and stop doing those jokes. But yes. Yes. So I suppose I can't remember what happened in this game last time. I started playing this. The first part of the playthrough I did quite a while ago, so I've forgotten everything. So, first of all, let me just crack open this bottle of fizzy. Pretty dramatic music they've got on this intro screen. I like it. And I suppose we should just get into it. Switch to the full screen. And let us start. Oh. Alright, Crack Dealer. Welcome to the stream. Yes, as I was saying, we're playing some Paranormasight, which I did post on the community post. Crack Dealer saying fucking finally, because Crack Dealer has been asking me to continue playing this for a while now. Now I cannot remember for the life of me what the hell we were doing. Let's see. Ha, now she was a curse bear. Thing is, this is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2? Alright, on to the next one. First, the one-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. Then the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. What is this? Is this the... Hello, Volari Kandari. Uptime. Never mind, 6 minutes ago. Yes, we have been running for about 6 minutes. Welcome to the stream. We are playing some Paranormasight, or continuing some Paranormasight. And I cannot remember what the hell I was doing, so this will be fun. I'm assuming you still got things to do at Yasuda Gardens and Ryogoku Bridge. Why does that look like an airport? Let's have a look. What is this about? That is a good question. Let me try and remind myself. What? We are a dude. What happened? We were having a conversation with a friend of ours who I think we work with. We were talking about paranormal events, and I can't remember the... Wait, do you know what? I'm just going to bring a summary of this. See if I can see, because I need to refresh my memory as well. What's that? Where's the description? Paranormasight, the 7 mysteries of Hojo. How far would you go to bring someone back from the dead? Japan, whispers surround the tale, the 7 mysteries of Honjo. A mysterious rite of resurrection leads to conflict between those who have the power to curse. This unsettling tale takes place in the Sumida ward of Tokyo, Japan in the late 20th century. Unravel the hopes, dreams and fears of these unique characters find themselves in the grip of deadly curse, as their motivations intertwine in a story that twists and turns. Lead the story to its conclusion by your own hand. Shogo Oki, an ordinary office worker, visits Kinshibori Park in the dead of night with his friend, Yoko Fukunaga, to investigate a well-known local ghost story, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Shogo doesn't quite believe Yoko when she talks about how the mysteries are connected to the rite of resurrection, doesn't pay it much mind. That is, until strange events begin to unfold before his very eyes. Meanwhile, several others are making their own investigations into the Seven Mysteries. Detectives investigating a series of strange deaths, a high school girl seeking the truth behind her classmates, and a mother who has sworn revenge for her lost son. Their desires and motives intertwine and interplay. The Seven Mysteries of Honjo at the core, leading the story towards a battle of wits and curses. Cracker is saying it's about curses and urban legends. Wait, you meet a girl named Yoko. Try to bring her dog back, but she died. You got a stone to curse people when they try to leave. Ah, yes. That works too. Right. We've got a random dude here. Here, a quick question for you. Is this dude? What the? Sorry this is so sudden, but I've got to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? Shit, he knows. What? Oh shit. Ugh. Why is there like floating legs behind you? Shit. Is this his curse echo? Alright, so we all have some sort of curse. I'm assuming that's his curse echo. What the hell is a curse echo? Wait, do we have a thing that tells us this? Files. Phenomena? Curse stones? What? Old Netsuki carvings imbued with curses derived from the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as lethally. Let's see. Second, let me check something. Right. Okay, that's the stove. Ash, remember to look around. Oh my god. Did I not turn around and get the fright of my life at one point? Oof. Curse echoes, curse bearers. Let's see. Curse echoes are the visual manifestations of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. So I'm assuming we're a curse bearer because we have one of those curse stones, and I think we're collecting soul dregs. A curse echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. A curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who becomes a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. Okay. Right. Can I look around? Oh shit. The canal where the one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere, but now there's no trace of it left. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Who the fuck are you? Jeez. What the? How did you... Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, fuck you right. Yutaro said he wants to talk. You better answer quickly before... Well, you know what. What the fuck? Shit! They've ambushed me, guys! Oh, I'm fucked. Not in a good way. You bastard, you double-teamed me. The large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chuo City. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna like ignore him for a second. Piss him off a bit more. Wait, I could look up? Hmm. Nothing here. Let's see. Alright. Oh. Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? Right. It would be like he's already brought his curse out. He's probably noticed that we can see the curse. I don't think it's a good idea to act stupid. Cracker saying it's like a stand from JoJo. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna say I'm a curse bearer too. Yeah, I'm a curse bearer too. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. Do you know? The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echoes the foot-washing mansion. What? Young curse bearer Yutaro Namigaki. Okay. A chat. I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. You've got someone behind me, jackass. Oh, is this what we look like? Look at this guy with... what's his name? Justin Bieber here. Back in the day. Baby, baby, baby. Raptor says this guy is very cunning, be careful. Oh shit. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. I don't say anything. Fuck this guy. Oh, I didn't hear your answer. You aren't thinking about whether you can set off your curse before I can activate mine now, are you? I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. Uh-oh. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you? What the? Is this the voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. Oh, did I just die? Oh, shit. Oh, Shogo Ukie, deceased. You died. You suck. And I got some sort of award for that. My, Ashmanix, you seem... I can't remember what voice I gave this guy. You seem to have arrived at a less than favourable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but... You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Also, this guy is wearing a mask. I actually thought he was an old guy. But also, what's he talking about? Fear not! You may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yutaro. Again, yeah. Very well. Remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. But bear in mind, Shogo Okie has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. Fuck. Right, wait, there was a way to react to what I used to have. Curse stone. The curse stone of the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is currently 67% filled with soul dregs. I need to... What other items do I have? 100 yen later? Ooh! 100 yen later that saved my life. It still has a tiny bit of fuel left. Wait, can I use that? Think. Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? Right, so Crackdeer was saying, I'll let you try a few things. Let's see if you can figure it out. Just remember, there's a hint in Daddy Mask Man's word. I have a way of combating this, I don't... Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? Don't tell me it has something to do with activating... Wait, talking to him might activate it. Can I activate mine? I don't think that's a good idea. If I don't make a clean escape, it might cost me my life. Besides, I might still be able to take soul dregs from him. Oh well. Then we've got this girl. Oh, don't mind me. Fucking dodge. Dodge! I've been ambushed. He's just stalling for time. Right, how the fuck do I... I can't leave though. Wait, maybe I can. Fuck it. Don't think that's a good idea if I don't. Besides, it's still. Right. I've looked at the car cycle. I wonder how do I use items again? If I hear his stand, I'm done for. Hear his stand, I'm done for. I don't know if I have something to make noise. Let me have a check of this one. That's surroundings. What's this? Huh? What items do I have? 100 yen later. Let's see what. If you hear his stand, you're done for, and your stand only works when someone walks away from you. Right, how can I make him under the bridge? I might have to talk to him for a bit more without antagonizing him. But how? So I just need to talk to him until he decides to go away? Now she's keeping me stuck here, which is interesting. Right, let's talk to him. Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? He's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? Right, I'm going to act deaf. The hell is that? You took too long to answer, huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. Oh, what? I knew it. You're a curse bearer too. You can stop trying to hide it now. Not that you are doing a very good job. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echoes the foot washing mansion. Right, we've read this bit. Yeah. And right, so we'll say alright. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. But he's here to get your soul and he's just needs to stall for time. Fuck. I don't have anything to use against him, I don't think. What the hell is this? Wait, what is this? Right. Well, shit. I'm not seeing any openings here. All I've got is a lighter. I need to make him walk away. I need to get him to walk away. How would I get him to walk over the bridge? I need to convince him. Let's see where this conversation goes. Patdir says, just die here and listen to Daddy Mask Man's words carefully. Oh, okay. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Right, I already have something. Move. But I don't know, like, wait, think. A chat between two curse bearers. What's he trying to pull? I don't seem to have too many options unless I'm supposed to click on things again. I need to get him to move. A young man, probably younger than me. Maybe a college student? This guy's quite the bold character. He's got confidence. Give him that. Oh, so we're not even able to talk to him now. He's shit. Right, let me use... Do I have anything else? Fuck it. You're not letting me use my items? This is Curse Echo. You said it was a foot washing mansion. Is that why there are only legs? Right. Can I run off the bridge? Cat Deer says, it's not an old species 98 okay. What could I have done? Let's see. Forgot how you use items in this. Maybe it gives you an option? Move. Oh, come on! Can't do anything at this point. Oh, am I stuck? How did I die? Wait, what? How do I even, like... Alright, now I think I'm stuck. How am I just stuck here forever? What the fuck, game? Maybe I have to check something in my fucking... Sex, male university student, the foot washing mansion. The young man counted out the Ryogoku bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. But you can't talk to him. No, I don't seem to have the option to. Oh, you bastard. Give me a second. Right, so I don't have the option for her, but I do have the option for him. Fuck, I was just clicking here. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? To gather soul dregs? Yep. You're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it. We could split the work and we'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one curse stone be moved to another? It's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it, and I can't do that alone either. See. Right? Alright then. If working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks. Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me. How many soul dregs do you have right now? None? Right. I have some, of course. I'm more than competent after all. I'm asking you how many. I'm at 1%. But don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate. I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 67%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. Look at that, we just told him straight up. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. Damn. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. Got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. Hello, Botfly. L therefore ratio. I see, that's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance. He's killed me. So what are you? Yeah, this is all the same. I can't block it out by plugging my ears, apparently. You died. Shogo Oki deceased. I suck. Right. Let's hear what the old dude has to say. My, Ashmanix, you seem to have arrived at a lesson. Yeah, I think this is the voice I gave him. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? What? How the hell do I evade curses? Well, how the hell do I evade the curses? I can't even remember the fucking mechanics of this blasted game. Ah. What else? Ryokoku Bridge. Blah 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 blah. Versus Resurrection. Record of Fates. What else do I have? He's talking to you, not Shugo. How the fuck do I avoid curses in this game? Oh, just don't talk to him? How do I avoid these things? I can't remember. What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh. How do I avoid curses in this? Fuck, I can't remember how to do this. I suppose don't go to that point in the map. Can't block it. Oh, you motherfucker. Motherfucker. Do I have to? What volume is it? The SFX volume? Maybe it's that as well. Is that how this would work? Nah, it's bullshit. No, I want to save this. Apply? Wait, what the fuck? Is this going to work? This is not going to fuck. Fear not! You may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yotaro. Very well. Remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. But bear in mind, Shogokie has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. This is not going to work. So let's talk to this asshole. Blah, blah, blah. Remember you're doing the voices and there's no voice acting in this game. Yeah, sorry, I'm just skipping over it because we've already read these bits. No, that's a fundamental requirement for it. Wait, so there's no shit. So it's weird that they have character voice. Where's the character voice? As good times you go. Hello, Garlic Bird X. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they don't have character voices, so I should be fine. Voice volume? Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, why is there a voice volume? Was that there before? Blah blah. Well, okay, let's try this. This is going nowhere. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just going to have to trust me. Or do you think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 67%. Say what? Crack dealer is saying it's always been there. What? Dude, I mean, do you know, I give credit to this game. That's interesting. I would never have fucking figured that out without you guys prodding me. One sec. Da-da-da. The fuck? That's the amount of dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. Got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see, that's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end of you. Okay. Damn it. A voice? I don't hear any voice. This game. What? There's no way. And yet, there he is, perfectly unharmed. How are we even hearing what Namigaki is saying then? If we can't hear anything. How? What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse's condition don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Yutaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine. I'll be on my way then. But mark my words. Should I use the curse on him? I'll make you regret this. Fuck it. Yeah, get fucked. Why? How is this? Wait, what about... why is the woman standing so far away in the background? Did she just disappear? The curse stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 20% soul dregs. Get fucked. Rat Deer says, I was going to let you fuck around a bit more, but you figured it out pretty quick. Was that what I was supposed to do at Ryogoku Bridge? Well, fuck that guy. Crackdeer saying, yeah, the asshole tried to kill you. Yeah, fuck him. Time to go to former Yasuda Gardens. Actually, wait, did we get everything from the bridge? The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However... Wait, I can't move? Fuck. The question is, what do I do about this? About what? It feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku Public Hall is also on the grounds. Eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. Okay, that's cool. Oh shit. Fucking hate this. You turn around and, woman in your face. Who's this woman? I forget. Why are we closing up on her so much? What the fuck is going on? Why have we closed up on her lips? Oh shit. So have you decided what you're going to do? What? With your... My what? Oh, so precious. Shit, did she fucking... What the fuck? Curse stone. Who is this woman? Can I... Why can't I zoom out? Yeah? As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. The people in the chat are going crazy. Oh shit! I've been waiting for you. I have a cursed stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words. Continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. Oh shit. In that moment, I jizzed my pants. All I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. God, that was creepy. I hate it when I turn around and a random woman in a abandoned, in a quiet garden randomly jumps me. Rat dear saying, God, I wish you'd use me like that. Oh dear. Alright. Fucking anyone else bloody creeping up on my ass? God. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this. I got some... God damn it, you were just there. Oof. Oof. Let's think about this. Damn it, did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me anytime. I guess I've already fulfilled its condition. Maybe, maybe she has to whisper into our ear. That's pretty creepy. Or maybe we just have to hear her. Did we hear her? Because I've got the voice to 0 now. Ratio saying, look around my background. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't hand over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that'd catch her interest. Oh, this is super creepy. Character saying, "Mwahaha, my curse is sweet whispers ASMR." What the fuck? I'm not really seeing anything odd in the surroundings. God, this music is eerie as well. Fuck. Also, why are you so close to me? Give me some space, please. You're saying it's not relevant, you can skip it over. Oh, okay. Or is this a little extra thing? Oh, now I kind of want to know what you're talking about. Stars in the sky. What is that? Wait, what the fuck? Are those eyes or something? It looks odd to have two just random white things here. I mean, none of the others. Maybe that is just two random stars? I don't know. Alright, just continue. Kinda wanna know what you're talking about. Also, what's up with her ear? Her ear looks weird. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Look at that look. That is a look of disgust. Sure, go on. If we're going to talk, we should get to know each other better. My name is Shogo. Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? Oh? Got Botfly saying my curse is 7.38 millimeters of lead perish. If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. Ooh, I wonder if that breaks her curse thing. And have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? God damn. A 7. What? 7? Shit, what was that supposed to mean? What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? You stared at her lips. Maybe looking at her lips is what it does. Crackdeer saying I want her to look at me with disgust. Something that I'm still doing even now. You're looking at her. Don't look at her, I suppose. You have to look at her so many times. And it's always her lips. Wait, can I do anything to... Don't look at her. Think, what could it be? You're talking to her. Maybe it's a word you said. Maybe something I have on me. Maybe something you said. She said 7. I've said something 7 times. If I suddenly stripped naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. What? That? No, that would take too long. You'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. What is this? Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, then I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I ever got away from the gardens. Oh, right, okay, so we need to... She's able to activate her case at some point. Her curse, sorry. But we need to know how she's able to activate it. Sure, I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Did I put the volume back up? Even though it doesn't do anything? Cat dealer says I would strip naked. Dear, oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? I don't want to talk to her more. She doesn't want to know my name. Should I say my name? Creepy woman. Ash, remember there were 14 urban legends? No. Let's go to the files. Culture. A lush green park administered by Sumida City, as is common in traditional Japanese gardens. Its large central pond is shaped like the character of a heart. Okay. The paths that crisscross its grounds, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage. What was that? While appreciating the foliage, or birdwatching, the gardens once pulled in water from the Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide. A novelty in Edo, which had begun filling in the bay to support its expansion. But the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures. The daddy mask man I can only ask when I die, isn't it? Mysteries. Wait. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the Beech Residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumours spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. This is the beech tree. Let's have a look at... Can we see the tree? I wonder which tree it is. Oh, the tree's fucked. Oh, shit. I'm assuming this is supposed to be the tree, right? And it's lost all its leaves? That's not good. Well, let's talk... Wait, let me think. If I can't figure out her curse, I'll have to set off my own. I don't see how I could make her leave, though. Not while she has the upper hand. All I can think of is to make her use her curse. Damn it. But there's no way I could counteract after she curses me. What items do I have? I'll light you up, lady, with my cheap lighter. Well, if I'm gonna die, there's worse ways to die than by the hands of a beautiful woman. Let's talk to her. It's not going to be another one of these, is it? No. No. What's the video? Dramatic aberration off. Ooh. Wait, low's res. What does that do? Whatever. Let's continue. Let's die and see what happens. Well, what if you just tell me your name? Oh, damn, look at that look. Fuck. Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. What? I like that, yeah? Huh? Alright, ma'am. Yes, what is it? What the fuck? Wait, calling her? This is bad. She's completely running the show here. 6. Oh, yeah, we're definitely... Is it when she says, yes, what is it? Well, fuck it, let's talk to her again. I've had enough. 2 curse bears. Yes. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 5. Every time we talk to her, it probably goes down 1, right? Let's try asking her about, telling her about the thing. Curse stones? If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How do you... What the fuck? How can she tell? How does she know so much? Yeah, what the fuck? I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. And yet, oh, every time I talk to her, it goes down, and then it's going to go down to 0, and then I'm fucked. Wait, I need to figure out a different way of... Run! How can I run when I cannot run at all? Well, let's just activate it. I don't think there's anything... Can't zoom in, can I? Valeric and Tari sing nice music. It's very good, isn't it? Very atmospheric. It's putting me on edge. Let's see. Women in her 30s. Nothing has changed. Let's think. All I can think of is to make her use her curse. Damn it. There's no way I could counter-attack after she curses me. I mean, there is. Fuck it, we're just gonna have to talk to her. Oh! You want soul dregs? That means you're after the right of resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to... Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. Damn, I don't know why. This woman is dodgy as fuck, but I kind of like this woman. 3. Wait, did we go down 2? No, I think we've gone down 1. Yeah, just talk to her again. At least, wait, that's not ticked? What? My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. You're still alive. Ah. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had a strong sense of justice, responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them, even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Oh, okay, I get it. Damn it, Shogo. I've heard enough. Damn it. What the fuck's up with you, man? Let her talk. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah? Hearing such a sad story, this makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. Wow. Crackdeer goes, I know, right? She's a MILF. Yes. Valaricantai says, I've learned that the Diginites are Digi-destined in English. Strange. What? Butterfly says, as one man once said, I love women who could actually just kill me. Oh, my days. Anyway. Let's just talk to her until she kills us. I like a woman who can kill me. Still won't hand it over. 1. Kill me, mommy! Oh, okay. Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearers stones and add them... Oh, wait. Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearers stones and add them to your own? Who knows? Don't even know. But you have to admit, it's worth trying. What is up with the lips, man? Like, it's so weird. The shapes that she... whatever. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right. But half wrong, too. Huh? I mean, she's willing to try and kill us. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 0! Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Uh-oh. Oh, fireman! Farewell. Wait. The hell is this dude's... What? Oh, no! What the fuck? Fire, it's so hot it burns! Fire. Oh, of course, that's what it was. Wait, what are you talking about? Fire? That guy. Damn it, he must have been following me. But it's already too late. Wait, was there a dude hiding in the bushes? The fuck? Michael Jackson says Valari Cantari. Did Pan Pizza say that? Also, Crack Dealer saying, Ash, I don't think there's anything wrong. You're just down bad for her. My, Ash Mannix. You seem to have arrived at a less than favourable result. It was not all in vain, however, as you finally realised how the curse is activated. I don't actually. It was activated by her talking. And then the dude was in the bushes. What? Botfly is saying, was it the lighter? What? Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. I guess. Very well, remember how to ward off the curse when you burn. But bear in mind, Shogo Okie has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. Right, shit. There was fire, right? How do I counteract fire? I don't think it's just going to be an options thing, right? Text speed brightness. No, that would be stupid. What's the video options? Current post-processing low. I don't think it's anything to do with that. And these are just controls. I need to do something with the... I died because of fire. I mean, but it doesn't... It got activated because I talked to her so many times. So I have a limited number of times that I can talk to her. Oh, do I just keep telling her to tell me her name and she get pissed off and walks away? Let's see. Right, we're back here. Now, the dude was hiding in the fucking bushes somewhere, right? Why did I not see him? Feels weird being in these... Yeah, we've read this. Wait, did she change position? He wasn't like that before, interestingly enough. She might be misleading you with numbers. What? Botfly is saying light her on fire. Fuck it. 100 yen later, that saved my life. Throw it away? Oh! It still has a tiny bit of fuel left. Alright, fuck it. Huh? Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Fuck it. Fuck you, lighter! Not sure why, but here goes nothing. Oh. Wait, that guy gave me the lighter, didn't he? Fuck! I think he gave me the lighter. The bastard. Well, Larry Cantari saying, what killed you? Creep Jackson or her sorcery? I think it was him. I think he was the one that gave me the lighter, I think. Butterfly's going, yes. Yes! Fuck you, woman! What did you just... What? Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Yes, look at that. Yes, be stressed. Would that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you? Yeah, fuck off. I'm a bad man. Right, this is yeah, I'm taking no prisoners this time. This can't be my Shuichi. Wait, she hadn't actually taken anyone else on up till now. Maybe I shouldn't have cursed her to death. Oh well. Peace. The curse stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 25% soul dregs. Badger says you figured it out yourself again. To be honest, you guys have been helping me out, right? Like, there was a fire thing. Botfly was like, was it the lighter? Like, I'm not figuring this out all on my own. I would have been stuck here for fucking ages. So I appreciate the chat. Valari Kantai says, you exposed fuel into a pond. Oh no, I'm gonna kiss the kiss? I would have killed the koi. Botfly was guessing. Yes, but without your guessing, it wouldn't have helped. And Garlic X is laughing. Lighter fluid wins again. Ha, ha. Wait, why are we... What's this? Phew, that was too close for comfort. Was that just coincidence? Only was I able to release myself from her curse. She immediately panicked and ran away, fortunately for me. If she'd kept her cool and stayed, we would have been at a stalemate. I mean, you couldn't have done anything. You could have just walked away, right? She didn't like, well, I suppose, oh, you don't know what her thing was. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Oh! Oh shit. Shogo Uki died. What? Story chart unlocked? What the fuck is that? Hello? Valari Katai saying she was gaslighting you. Crack Dealer saying, I'm glad that I didn't have to directly tell you both of them. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you didn't have to directly tell me, but I would not have done it without you guys' help. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is the screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogo Okie has sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. Wait, what? Why now? From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Okay. What? Where's the new wait, where's the new thing? Shit. That was the... Wait, where's the keyboard fucking... how to play? Why are you just giving me gamepad controls? Wait, there's a zoom out. Wait, is there a zoom in button? Fuck, how do I zoom in? Oh, this is lame. Wait, what the fuck? I don't have a control pad, game. Why would you give me... Why would you... Wait. Is there... Oh my days, this is unbelievable. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? No? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? Come this far several times, so I have every confidence you'll be alright. Oh shit. Why did Yoko die? She walked away from you, right? As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and voice earlier, Shogo Okie has no way of knowing that himself. Ah, on that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Okie has killed with his curse? I think we've killed 3 people so far. We've killed the woman in the garden. We killed the guy under the bridge. I think we killed one other person. I think it's 3. Damn. They're saying no directions for you gross. Do you know, I'm going to check this up. Fucking hell, Paranormasight. Blasted game. Why do you not have the keyboard controls used? Silly, silly game. Right. Blah, blah, blah. Does this have the... What is this website? Jet. I don't know what. Commonly used what? Never mind. Oh shit. I see, I see. So that is your understanding of... Uh-oh. No, shit, it's 4 because we killed Yoko. Fuck. As it turns out, the correct answer is... 1? What? Well, that is all. What the fuck? What the fuck? How did we kill one person? Did we just kill Yoko and everyone else didn't count because they were curse bearers? Were they already dead? Are we dead? We died, didn't we? Shit. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. What the fuck? Oh, hello. Right, we killed her in the park and then we chose... What the fuck? Oh, we came to an end here. In Kinshibori Park, we killed the... Wait, why did we kill the woman? Shogo Oki is with Kyoko Fukunaga at the Kinshibori Park searching for one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. His interest in the occult starts to grow as he learns more about it from Yoko. I'm gonna restart resume. Fuck. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Oh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection. But along the way, I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo first. I see. So then... if you're looking into a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. What the fuck? It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. I didn't mean to pry. Sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. Oh wait, is this a dog? Ogopogo? Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Alright. You want to bring your dog back to life? That's what all this is about? I mean, look, I get it. It's a big deal, but like... ugh. You had him for 8 years, so he's not like he was a young... well, I don't know. Is 8 young for a dog? Or is that old? What the hell, game? Well, Larry Katari says, can you say the following? Hi, I'm Millhouse. I tuck my shirt in my underpants. I'm lonely, so I could fight and... what the fuck? What the hell, Larry Katari? Rip Ogopogo says Carly Pyrex. Look, I suppose she didn't know that this was going to start a massive pain in the arse journey for us to like fight other curse users. She just wants to bring her dog back to life that she's had for 8 years, a long time, and I'm sure he's got a good, like, at least double that. Well, an extra 8 years left. Valerie Contest is not a Simpsons fan. Oh god, I've not watched The Simpsons in a fucking ages. Fighting Bully. Oh dear. Okay, your dog. Gotcha. Practicing don't push the button this time. What was the button I pressed? I bet you I'm going to accidentally do this. You spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the rite even works in dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led me to meeting you. To me meeting you. Wait, how? What? So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Wait, are we just friends? Or are we just professional helping her out because we're an investigator? What? Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? Let's see. So, about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about. My guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right. It seems that an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned, with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh right, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called The Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now the 7 mysteries are now the hot new trend. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? It starts with the belief, right? Whoa. What the fuck? What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Uh-oh. Da-da-da-da. Right, I'm not going to do anything? Something's got Yoko really rattled. Now, what was I not supposed to do? Don't push the button this time. Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's turn around. Fucking... God, there's like... Isn't an onmyoji like a wizard or something? Ugh. Gives me the fucking creeps. I think. Something's got Yoko really rattled. Yeah, shit. What was I supposed to do at this point? I can't remember. Just look around. Don't push the button! Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Still, she looks really spooked. I doubt she's making this up. Damn it, did I miss it? Oh well, fuck it. Don't fucking jump scare me. Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. There has to be something strange around here. I should keep looking around. Not fucking... Oh, I don't see anything I should be frightened of. Or maybe there's something there that I can't see. Oh well. There has to be something strange around here. I should keep looking around. Why? Yoko! Fucking snap out of it. Whatever. I don't see anything I should be frightened of. But maybe there's something there that I can't see. Wait, why does it keep asking me to push? Fuck this. There has to be something strange. There. It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Can I look for what's causing this? Oh shit. Yoko, hang in there. Yoko, look at me. You're going to be okay. It's alright, there's nothing there. Ah! Oh, what the fuck? Yoko! Yes! We have achieved a new route. Valakadai is saying she's suffering from potassium deficiency. Shogo cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Will his pleas get through to her? Shogo Okie, 1 AM? Fuck. Kinshibori Park. Hello. That was good. Screaming is great. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? I am... Are you okay? You're so rattled and confused I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? What the fuck? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. What? You're the one who said it earlier. Oh right, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. Your humors were off... What the... let me just some more of my chocolate. Oh yeah. What? Back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? What? So the question I have is, how was she able to see that thing? Without, she must have a cursed thing then? To be able to see the other curses. Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. What the hell is she talking about? I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you backing out? Whoa, that was a fucking gun going off. Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? Damn. Result. I ended up having to force the still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Ah, shit. Can't just go home and chill. Whoa, look at this. We just fucking bypassed all this shit. This dude, you motherfucker. Kinshibori Park, Part 4. Worried about Yoko after her bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off their investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Oh dear. Valericantai saying a skip? I don't think it's a skip, per se. I think we're just not going to... Well, it's 5 AM? Fuck. Back in the fucking park. Wait, oh well, it's getting brighter. And further news. Oh shit. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. Oh shit. We died! Fuck! Late title screen? Or is this the end of the game? Because that would be fucking hilarious. Well, Arcataris is barely fourth asleep. Oh, he slept on the street. Botfly saying, hey guys, I'm back. What's going on? I don't really know. What the hell? That dude was saying, so if Yoko dies, you go out telling people to collect that stuff and end up dying when it fills. And if she survives, you die in the park alone, skipping all the BS she did. What? Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Okie's story to a close. What? Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The roots of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Harui Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Wait, so we just don't give a fuck about Shogo? What? Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Goodbye. What? So, what? What the absolute fuck? Crackhead's going, woo, let's go, that's what I've been waiting for. This is he completed his route. His route ends up with him dying. What the fuck, man? Wait, why can't I? Right. Damn it, man. What? Also, wait, how much can let's go with the this is, by the way, go for the mill story next. Valari Katari, so this was the tutorial or just Yoko's stamp on putting her humor up on? Oh my days. Yeah, that's what this seems to have been. What the fuck? But also, is Yoko's not even in this? That's so random. This guy's like, oh my god, game. Right, let's do this. Not dreams. Harui Shigima. When the son of Harui Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Harui has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Oh my days. May those who mock fire perish in flame. Kill them. Whoa. Kill them. The flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the haunting clappers? Sounds like a fucking STI. You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire starting device on their person. Press the use curse button to set your target alight. That was updated, right? A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Hell. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Wow, I didn't think this would be like this. This is good stuff. Harui Shigima, 12 AM, Shigima Mansion reception room. So she is loaded. Right. Crackdeer saying there's something about Shogo right at the start of the game. I don't know if you remember. It'll come up later. It said at the beginning of the game that he died. I remember that, and I was like, "What? What the fuck?" So that was something. Back with me, ma'am. Ooh, look at this guy. Has he got an eye patch? Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Ugh. Sweet dreams? She looks like she's high, man. What the fuck? Whatever. Wait, God. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Fair enough. Am I gonna turn around? It's gonna be a giant. Why has she got an ancient? Oh, this is in the 90s. Wait, what the fuck's that? Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before. Well, you know what happened, so I can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. The fuck is this? I knew it! It's Head Henshaw from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. Oh, fucking hell, it's a collector sticker thing for the game. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. I got a Mockingbird number 1. Collect your first Mockingbird sticker award. Well done. Don't care. God. Damn, man, look at the stereo. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. Don't even know what the flowers are called. Oh wow. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. And this dude. Ah, Cookso would be proud. A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. Don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. Cookso would be proud. The telephone. Do you guys remember rotary telephones? This mansion has a private line. Ooh. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Eesh. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Wait, where's the husband? Why? Does the husband not care about the son's death? The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. Man, what is the husband up to? I just feel like the... Pardon me. My heart is still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. Alright. Let me bring you up to speed. Oh my days. Let me just have a snack. Prepare myself for Richter's update. Richter! Oh man. So, Shogo is dead. Well, he's still alive at this point, I think, in the game. Shogo's technique. Shogo's curse. So we've seen everyone's curse. I cannot remember the previous two guys. I think the first guy, the guy with the suit, his curse was that if you turned around and walked away, you would die. I think his was similar to ours. Might be wrong. Right, I'll try and keep these in mind. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you'd won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? And she tells him. Interesting. Very interesting. So, the haunting clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection, gave you the curse you'll need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. Wait, why? Why do you have to believe what she's saying? What the fuck? I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. Her face scares me. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew? Huh? It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse echo's resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago, wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. Rector's like, what the fuck? I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. What the hell? I see, that could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. What the fuck? These people suck. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief, talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment. Remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Kratos saying her face gives me a boner. Hell. God, she's so hot. Dear, oh dear. You're not thinking? My heart is still racing. This is it, my chance at long last. Is it your chance at long last to resurrect your son? But that was only a year ago. You're acting as if it's your chance at long last to do something that you've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. That's what you hired me for, ma'am, to look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shigima. Yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. 1? So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. Okay. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision? Alright? I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. Wait, what the file? Let me not check this file. The Shigama kidnapping overview. A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida around 1 year ago. Harui Shigama's son, Uichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigema family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police. A large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Harui reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case has long gone cold. And then, holy shit. They have hints to where they are. Okay. As the evening bell rings, can I read? Oh, there's a lot here. I'll read this later. God, you're saying, Ash, make sure you read every file as well. It comes in handy sometimes. I think it's pronounced Harua. Harua. I mean, she is hot, but sometimes she gives me scary vibes. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, northern Oyoko River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. Arua? That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it was most certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely that he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly. Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue there is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. but nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. Yeah, but couldn't they just ask the kids if they saw him get into a car that day? Because I feel like I know what they're going to say next. So did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, decided that the kidnapper must just have gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on his head? Character saying A, Harua, like Haru. Hara? Harua? Just A, Harue. Harue. Oh, Harue. Okay. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Oh. Files everywhere. Suppose I should have a look. Files. Richter Kai's private investigation firm in Kamata, Ota City. Originally, Kai thought to give it a simple name like Kai's detective agency. Upon hearing that people are more likely to pick names listed in the front of the phone book alphabetically, he decided to pick a name starting with an A. Thus, the Azure Heron Agency was established. However, it is questionable whether the heron, a bird of somewhat ominous significance, is an effective symbol for attracting customers. Even his own assistant has referred to the name as confusing at best. After all, rather than Azure Heron, Richter keeps a white parrot as a pet and dresses not in blue but mostly in white. If there was a symbolic connection to be made here, it has surely been lost on all but Richter himself. Private investigator, also known as a private eye, is a detective who operates their own agency. Although there are no formal qualifications necessary to become a private investigator, many are retired police agents or detectives due to the similarities between the work involved. At a glance, private investigation firms and inquiry offices might look similar, but they carry out different types of investigations. Inquiry offices specialize in conducting credit checks on businesses, while private investigators are generally involved in tailing persons of interest and gaining information surreptitiously. The right of resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I just paid the ransom? Day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Joichi would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the right. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. Kratia is saying I can see the back of her neck. I can tell how much she meant to you. But, and this is a big but, if this right is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? God damn. If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, is that what he was trying to do? But wait, he gave me a lighter. What? Was he trying to stop me? Is trying to stop Harui? Hmm. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear. What have I gotten myself into? This guy. My heart is still racing. This is, you said this before. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I've found and then we can make a decision? Alright? The kidnapper managed to convince Suichi to get into their car, but how? Pronounce the E. Harui. Harui? Harue? Harui. Once. Harue? Wait, I've got it here. Harue. Harue. According to howtopronounce.com, it's Harue. Yeah, just said it. Yeah, okay. You have to appreciate, Crack Dealer, that there is a delay, so when I see your messages, I sometimes can't match what doesn't matter. Anyway. The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into their car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is that they knew who the kidnapper knew, the kid knew the kidnapper, as if they were somebody that he would have had reason to trust. Yes! Well, that's a bit different from what I was saying. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. But if all the adults Shuichi knew had alibis, the police checked them all thoroughly, unless it's someone that's in the police. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew, or rather... Police officer? What if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigema family has close ties with the police after all. You would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. That's sort of the point, after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Damn those kids. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. Yeah, forget women and children, it's every person for themselves. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something here. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. Interesting. But these are all theories, man. Come on. So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe, if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school. Around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Wait, is this Shogo? Several hours earlier. Alright, this should do. There's no one around, we can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Who the fuck's this guy? Jonuchi. Got it. Well, Jonuchi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page, you're a private detective investigating Shuichi Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course, what else do I look like? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Ugh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. Huh? You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. You're saying this guy looks like a pedo. Do you think this is the guy that killed Shuichi? Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? It's the police. What? A student called Michio Shiraishi. I think that was that girl. Interesting. Wait, you're worried about a schoolgirl? Also, why is he wearing it's like a Texas tie thing? A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. What? I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. Didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it, or at least she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. Get to you? She's a fucking school kid. I mean, is she a psychopath? If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see... Wait, you know what? If this guy is the guy that killed Shuichi, it would make more sense for him to be like trying to set up the schoolgirl for the fall. Because maybe he got her without her realizing it to get Shuichi to come to him, and then he killed Shuichi. And he knows that she brought Shuichi to him or something. I'm assuming this guy might be a teacher or something. And so because she knows what he's like, or if questioned, she can say that, oh yeah, I gave it to this guy. He probably thinks that he's busted, so he has to get her out of the picture. I don't know. This is me thinking, theorizing a lot. Theory crafting? Is that what it's called? If you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. Mate, what the fuck is this bullshit? You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon. He's a fucking private detective guy, arrest shit. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying. but it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You don't know what she could do. She'll curse me. Oh, interesting. Curse you? Sorry, but you're losing me here. What is that face that this guy's making? It's true, her house, it's... Ah, forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough, I'll find someone else to help me. Hey! Yare yare. Rat Deer saying this guy was very... Look at this guy, he can't even kill a fly. I suppose. And that's about the long and short of it. That is the only clue that this guy's got. It's not much of a clue. The person talking to him sounded like he was insane. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl... Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Jonuchi. He's a teacher, yep, called it, at Komogata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then the schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. Character is saying they should have done the yari yari daze. Damn. At last we've got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. Alright, okay. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision. Oh, we already said. If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers, I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. I don't think paying him is going to make a difference. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. What? What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs? If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. Oh my. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunting clappers, was it? God, every time I hear that, I think it's an STI. Or STD. Sheesh, whatever. That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. Roger said just say Ara instead of my. Ara. Wait, can I tab? Why does this not? Honestly, why? I'm genuinely annoyed that this doesn't have a keyboard thing. Do I have to unlock it? Whatever. This game, I don't understand why there's not. Whatever. Whatever. And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you're there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. Oh shit. Yeah, not trying it on me. That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just the curse. You flatterer. What the fuck? What the fuck is this conversation? Cracker saying look online for it. I did try, right? And I can't fucking find anything specific. Maybe it's just... Maybe there isn't one. Ah, well, whatever. Ah, right. As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Okay. Right then. Have you decided what you want me working on? Ooh, that's a good good save. Look at that. Hello. Wait, what is this? Auto button display? What does that do? What the fuck that does? Right. I would rather he investigate the kidnapping, to be fair. Finally I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command, ma'am. I'll focus all my efforts on looking onto the kidnapping. Although something just occurred to me. Can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises. Could you search for the other curse bearers? Heh. Alright, I'll see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the covers of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. Look at this guy doing double the work. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Now then, I'll be heading. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. All right. There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Right, a nice thought. So, despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Harue Shigama is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. Oh. She instructs her private investigator Richter to find the other curse bearers. Harue Shigima, 1 a.m. Shigima Mansion reception room. Wow, they have a special reception room. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Oh. What's this? A newspaper? Must have fallen off the chair. It's a newspaper. I only leave them in here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over 1 year's and over 1 year's, in fact. What? Damn. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Oh shit. Fucking hell. It looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it'd make my eyes water. Eventually people started getting sick and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. What the fuck? I want to read, There's one thing Honjo never wants for, it's horrific crimes. I found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore. That's last year. It brings back bad memories. Suicide at local high school. Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think, or maybe it was something about exam pressure. What? But... no, this can't be right. Her name. Michio Shiraishi from Komagata High School. I thought that was the woman that... suicide? Girl, it can't be. Oh, that's not it. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Oh, that was a good time, I suppose. I think it's a lot worse now. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. Yeah, the 90s were pretty good for Japan. The dollar's down from its height and people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Interesting. Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. The city centre is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. Okay, boss. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. But now we have some enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. What's that? Games consoles? Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music were all the rage. But now it's all about city pop and idols. Nice. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Yeah, I suppose priorities getting old. Urgh. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds. Mockingbirds, I think it's called. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. I know the feeling. It's young people who are leading the way. With their modern world views, my generation will only fall further behind. I mean, you're not that old, holy shit. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. Oh, cool. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. Yep, if you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. That sucks. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It will remind me of it. Cat Deer seeing the economic bubble and the rise of Nintendo. Yes. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. There's a lot in this newspaper. Now the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Interesting. Right, I've read it all. Good. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. Ticking seems so loud. This goes to show how quiet it is. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I've made sure the receiver is on the hook. It will ring as soon as he calls. Oh, that must be him. Do nothing, what the hell? Hello, Shigama residence. Haruhi Shigama. We got a bridge? Oh. Interesting. Richter called me out to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Oh? What the fuck? Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. This is my only chance to bring back my son. I can't afford to fritter it away. Dealer. There. We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other. They're both deserted late at night. Where are you? My little sticker. Are there stickers anywhere? Look up at the bridge. Oh, hello. Oh, Mockingbird 18 discovered. Well, we got the... Let's talk. You go first. Please, go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries, looking for curse bearers. And I think I've found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. And he was out of there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw in South Warigisui Street. Wait, is that Joruchu? There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul dregs, I'd bet. He'd made a good target. You're seeing the dude in the park? Yeah. Next up is a pair. A young man and woman I saw around at Ryogoku Bridge. This time the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Wonder why the girl, are they partners in crime? Why are they working together? Who are they trying to resurrect? We whipped all of their asses anyway. They don't even suck it. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Interesting. They didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea if you could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Pat, you're seeing glasses? What glasses? Last is two detectives I've seen sniffing around. The police are involved. The police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending a detective from the head office, then something's got to be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there's some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. You found all of them in so little time? I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai, P.I. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai Investigator Extraordinaire. Why an Investigator Extraordinaire? Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet! An Investigator Extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Right, you're saying, so we haven't met Shogo yet? No, this guy hasn't apparently. Well, that aside, the middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising, am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot nice and hot. What the fuck? And once it's boiling, our chance will come. This is so weird. You're saying I like this music. Yeah. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. This is my only chance to bring my... Yes, you said this before. There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michiyo Shiraishi. The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping. That's her. Well, he's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week, that was her. I heard something like that happened, never got the name though. Talk about bad luck. We finally get a lead only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Jonuchi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seems like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I'd put money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. A game theory. Care to take a guess? I'm just an ordinary housewife. I'm not clever enough for all of this. Are you sure? I had you down for sharper than that. Well, I wasn't going to guess, man. What the hell? That's flattering, but I'm afraid you're mistaken. Anyway, that's enough speculation for now. The truth will out in time. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Jonucci. Okay, let's go. Then you want to tell me something? I've already said everything I wanted to say. Let's think. He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? Oh, let's have a look. The Sumida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Crackdeer says, if you had guessed it, we would have given you many options. Shit. Right, should have guessed. This is where they found him. Went missing. All alone, floating that horrible water. I can think is how scared he must have been. Cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? Come here every day since then. I prayed to the river to give him back. To give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. That same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Mireki, and just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways, assuming this whole area is Honjo. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore, and stop it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Crackdealer is saying, you miss 100% of the chance you don't take. True. Officially they were a physical barrier, but unofficially they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the seven mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make the spot we're standing now right over the water, the border between life and death. If there was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Character is saying, I think her root soft blocks you after the conversation. Shit. Well, it's a nice thought. Then you want to tell me something? Oh shit. Are we stuck now? Well, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge, scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. One day, among all the filth and garbage, was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar. That they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait. Are you talking about the Nejima murders? Well, you've heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but in elementary school at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea that the victim was a classmate of yours. Interesting. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of our body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they could only ever find pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved, huh? It's funny, everyone figures the river's filthy already, so no one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then, things were confusing, everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves, some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. They made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. Huh? You see, back then, you chopped a body up into tiny pieces and threw it in the river. It would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. What the fuck? Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Fumichika Nijima. The man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. People began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. The river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? That same thought spread through everyone's mind and they started to avoid this area. So really, the river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nejima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. What? The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh? I guess it just wasn't the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if you resent me for it. Oh. You think it was the killer getting back at her? No other weirdos in this... Hello, Richter. The Sumida River. I have nothing but awful memories of it. Haruhi being relatable. Richter. Is something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Nejima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Hmm? Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and a desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right, I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching the inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particular notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace. Ah, ara. The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumishika Nishima could be out on parole right now. Back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making a parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing at Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think, and I could have sworn he reminded me of Shumishika Nejima. Oh, he looked a little different after 20 years. Wouldn't you have shat it if you looked like the person you thought was the killer? Wouldn't you have said that you would mention that to Richter by now? I don't know. Much thinner than I remembered, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. Wait, was that not just us? Shogo? So, what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. Unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. All right. Oh, suspend? Shogo is younger than her. Yeah. I don't know. She only saw the guy from the back, right? So, I'm just wondering if she, like... No, I don't. I'm assuming. Right, suspend. Why is there a suspend option? You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. Wait, so am I not able to carry on in her route? Is that what that is? Or did I fuck it up? Hmm. Let's see. So have I soft locked myself in that or something? You can't carry on. Okay. Well, let's do the Tetsuo Sutsumi next. Tetsuo Sutsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Jun Erio. Tetsuo Sutsumi, 11 p.m. Alright, that's pretty early. Former Yasuda Gardens. Yes. Make sure you read some files you collected. Let's have a look. Right. Sumida River, a Class A river that is part of the Arakawa River system, which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, Sumida's riverbanks played a key role in the transportation of lumber used for construction. In addition to its logistical importance, it was also a place for the common folk to gather and enjoy activities such as seasonal flower viewing or river bathing. There exists many woodblock prints depicting such activities. The area became plagued with sewage issues when the surrounding environs were industrialized in the post-war period, but the situation has improved since. Many unique bridges span the Sumida River, including the Ryogoku Azumabashi bridges, which attract a large number of visitors as sightseeing spots. Massive fireworks displays in the summer also always sure to draw a crowd. The river has served as a cornerstone for both the city and its people, having both aided in its development and serving as an inspiring backdrop for countless works of art and literature. Komogata Bridge, one of the bridges spanning the Sumida River, completed in 1927 as part of the reconstruction effort following the Great Kanto earthquake. It is notable both for its distinctive blue arches and the cutting edge, for the time, techniques used in its construction. There are many bridges stretching across the Sumida River, each boasting a unique structural form and design. The Nejima Murders Overview. Factor is saying also this younger detective is in the character. Interesting. A notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. It first came to the attention of the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the river. Testing revealed it to belong to a missing female high school student. As it appeared to have been severed deliberately, the police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. This caused a stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area. It was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a third unrelated individual came to its attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumishika Nishima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nejima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night, after keeping her locked up for several days, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious? As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inwards slowly and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nejima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing had happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested that he had committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nejima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. God damn, man, what the fuck? A popular birds mascot, and I've got the second one. Bottom shelf surrounded by darkness. Approach the net, chatbot. Look up at the first house, late at night on the way home, among the morning green. A bright garden, if you won the lottery, wait until you... Right, these are Pink Punisher. Visiting the park at night, a unique round. Well. Whoa. And they let this guy out open. Yeah, I don't know. After 20 years, apparently I mean, the thing about prison is it's supposed to be rehabilitation, right? That is the main... Unless you've got, like, a death sentence, right? Or, like, you're in prison for, like, 2,000 years or something. Like, it's all about rehabilitation. That's the main aim of prison. And, so if he's been let out after 20 years, I don't know, man. But I'm guessing that maybe not as rehabilitated as he might be hinting at or pretending to be. What the hell? Give some suggestions for this. I just saw an email. Someone's suggestions about my plugin. Very nice to have it. God, this is a long message. It would be nice to have that option. What? That is really phenomenal. But when hitting 0, the timer doesn't auto reset. It would be nice to have that option so that we don't have to manually reset it every use stream. It would also be nice if we had the option to automate selection of this, so that we don't have to double bind the same. Right now I'm using the same keybinds for sound. I'll use it again. Also bind the reset button to start. But these are just suggestions. I have no clue if it's possible. In any case, the plugin is really nice as it is. Thanks a lot. Oh, someone started a conversation with me in the forums. I don't even know how that's possible. Oh dear. Right. Rat dealer is saying he should have gotten a death sentence. Yeah. His testimony sounds so horrible, and he had multiple victims. So they weren't able to prove that he had multiple victims. So that's probably what stopped him from getting a proper death sentence. But I don't know, man. This guy sounds like a fucking piece of work. Cracker saying I'm famous now. I mean, not really. So I was talking. Kuxo was talking to me about. There's a podcast called Castle Super Beast. I think that's the podcast, and the two people in it were like two people from they were called the Super Best Friends, I think, originally. So pretty popular people. And he was saying that in one of the podcasts, one of the guys was talking about using a countdown plugin, and it sounded like it might have been mine. So yeah, but none of them are gonna like. It's like when you download plugins for OBS, you're not sitting there going, "I wonder who made this." No one cares. Especially if it's free, you're not going to look into that, and I get that. So, but man, it would be cool to know if someone like, I don't know, someone big was using it. Like, who's big? PewDiePie and Mr. Beast is not going to use a countdown timer. I don't know what the hell Mr. Beast uses, but it would be cool. But then again, it's not making me any money at the same time. I don't know. I should be happy that it's fairly popular though. Anyway, back to the game. Enough of me chatting about other stuff. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt I'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. Oh, you'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. Bet they'll be lining up to get in. Cult stuff is really popular right now. Do you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into the spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? A Ouija board. You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're going to solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Oh, so he's familiar with it. Sounds like you know all about it. Gotta be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Dude, this kid is fucking... What the fuck? Don't make me laugh. Oh, what are we gonna learn? Spirit board. Due to the occult craze, divination has become popular among young boys and girls. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit and it will move the coin in answer. Believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. Though it is considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards. What the fuck? Seizures? Listen up, Ario. Ooh, why is he doing that with his lips? Ooh. You can't go blaming the death of your body on something like the occult. Don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. Dude is stupid. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now, it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No. Don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here, cripes. Who the fuck says cripes? Ugh, fine, let's get this over with. Aye aye, boss. Let me think. I hate my life. Got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is really wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. So early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realised he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums things up. Jun Erio, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is Sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. Nice. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. Okay. That's not where I thought you were going to go with that. But, boss? Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it now, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that. You picked up on that. You should be able to put the rest together yourself. Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. Is that all you got to say for that? The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was Senior Police Officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together a month or two. Wow, look at this awesome looking dude. Freaking jock. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. Crack dealer saying, alright, I gotta go unfortunately, bye. See you later, crack dealer. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. Truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. Know the feeling. Didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork too. I always felt we'd need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases. Right, Hajime Yoshimi, male, community safety officer. First echo, none. Hajime was a police officer with the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau and was primarily responsible for juvenile and education cases. He held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the force at the same time as Jun Erio. Hajime was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the former Yasuda Gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, Yoshimi turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. While his appearance and demeanour suggested a man who was rough around the edges, he was a passionate, loyal and caring man at heart, looked up to as a big brother by his peers. Yoshimi achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistently sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. But Harue Shigema, the housewife female haunting clappers. Harue is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shimoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was a result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police. No room for negotiation. The incident was covered up and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Harue to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Harue's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Harue's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Harue a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Harue spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Harue's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Harue left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. Wait, why is she living alone? Is there no maids and other people? As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of all the housework, Harue has nothing but time on her hands. Bloody hell. Shuichi Shigema, this is the kid, the only son of Harue Shigema. He was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi was a conscientious, brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother, Haruhi, amid his father's frequent absences. He dreamed of becoming a police officer and displaying diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age. Likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment, born in the early 70s, he spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus, taking English lessons, training in kendo. Shuichi's tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them all to go out on a hunt for mockingbird stickers. Oh, that last bit is touching. Richter Kai. A male private investigator, none. The eccentric man that Shogo Okie ran into at Honji Bridge. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Haruhi Shigema to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the rite of resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need, and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has put his office in dire financial straits. How he is still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Erio at the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigations and tailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet, Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents. He can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office, and more importantly Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. Oh. Right, Amamori, there's this character that we've not seen yet. Interesting. Fumishika. Whoa. Fucking hell, that was a shock. Fumishika Nejima. Self-employed, no Karseko, male. The man who made headlines over 2 decades ago as the perpetrator of the brutal killings known as the Nejima murders. Jeez, what a face. Oof. Right. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dear dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Eh? Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Erio, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. Can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kirasenju in Adahi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone. It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in high school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? She showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Ah, hey boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamizawa last week. Ah, yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School, but it seems as though Hajime had had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been troubled for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seemed he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but he said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. Now she's dead. Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. That's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. See, you're thinking that may have had something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow too. Damn, man, how much is there to ask? And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata High School student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. It was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges, destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. I'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But, can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Ah, yeah, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Be a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Ah, yeah, I'm sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it. I'm still your superior. I'll act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit. Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Ah, well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss, were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Komagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Create notes. Body found. Estimated time of death 2 days prior, approximately 11 a.m. Cause of death, acute heart failure. Cause unknown. Signs of a struggle found at the scene. Efforts to locate witnesses underway. Body discovered by groundskeeper. Currently investigating the fiancé of the deceased and 2 female students from Kamagata High School. Deceased had contact with this persons of interest. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. Since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that seems suspicious. Found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. Got people trying to identify those prints. We can find who they belong to. Might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. Can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who'd think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have had to be pretty strong to take on Hajime. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. Body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that would be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? Hard to imagine a cop like Hajime trespass for no reason, since it seems like someone else was here with him. They have called me. Oh, that does seem likely. He must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight. No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There was no wounds in the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. Perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him. Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Ah, yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. What? Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. Yeah. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? What? The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? None of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, sorry. Can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. God damn it, mate. I was never home much. Too focused on work. Come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. Don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. It's sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that what you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves, or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? Really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I personally don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? God damn it. Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Well, last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. God damn this. Stop that. What kind of cop are you, making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? Don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you? Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not, I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? That's supposed to be a compliment. I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. What a lovely conversation. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. The disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. Didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but may have stuck Fumishika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. All that damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? Damn it. This is why I try not to think. I'm sorry. So, all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This right to resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you too. I'm hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that right to whatever, that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. Get why you'd be intrigued by something called the right of resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not true. Don't go hoping for miracles. Got it. Oh, done. I've got a bad feeling about this case. My gut is rarely wrong. Knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Kiwami Ishome were originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. Not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River. The river became so polluted that they cut it off. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. Once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Oh shit. Oh god, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Fuck. Damn it. It was that case all along. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Bruh. Such deep sorrow, resentful memories flowing into my mind. What the hell? Falsehood and untrue hung up forever in eternal darkness. Those who decide with the falsehoods and untrue and hung up forever in eternal darkness, kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies, kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone at the evergreen beach. Use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Press the use curse button when someone lies to you. Once upon a time, north of a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, known as the former Yasuda. So impressive the house became known. I've read this. Wait. However, this particular species of tree was actually, yeah, I've read this. A cursed power kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the cursed bearer with false statements. A resentful memory. He deceived us with so-called right of resurrection. With his so-called right of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting netsuke clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. The dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically. A visage of pain still stretched on his face. Etched. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars with a rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it. As the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. The people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment. Rumors persisted nonetheless. Ugh! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desire the right. Killed. Ooh, wait, why do we strongly desire the right? Boss! Boss, what's the matter? What is up with these lips, man? What's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. God damn it. Sorry. Fine. Ario. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. Not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Interesting. Ah. Right. Now. what I'm going to do... How many slots do I have? Whoa, that is an interesting place to think. I think this is a great point to leave it there for now. Wait. 2. Yes, so it turns out that Shogo's route, was just like an intro route. We were able to save Yoko, but we end up dying at the end of the night for some reason. And it turns out that we have 3 other characters whose routes. So we've unlocked a story chart, which is like a story branching thing, and we're now going through the apparently there's 3 other main characters' routes that we have to go through. Interesting. The game has opened up. This is fascinating. I am definitely going to continue this at some point. Maybe I don't know when though. I don't know when. Maybe I'll make this a what am I doing on Tuesdays? I'm still doing the longest journeys. Might become a Tuesday thing, or whenever I have free time. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. I am Ash Mannix. This is Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I think, and I will see you guys next time. Later.